Well, John Calipari, he's mentioned it a couple times now. His young Cats need to learn how to not let off the gas when they build a big lead and put an opponent away. Coach Cal would have another teaching tool after today's trip to Auburn. A rare sellout at Beard Eves Memorial Coliseum. Among those in attendance, yes, Ashley Judd. You know, she was good luck against Georgia. First half, John Wall to Patrick Patterson. Send it in, big fella. Cats by 12 here. And then big man to big man. Daniel Orton feeds the big dog. Patterson with all 12 of his points in the first half. DeMarcus Cousins goes long to Wall. Get up, get on up. Cats with a 19-point lead here. So would they keep the pedal to the metal and put Auburn away for good? Well, the Tigers within 7 here in the second half, but Eric Bledsoe leaves it for Big Cuz for the big dunk. 16 points, 11 rebounds for Cousins. Tigers keep coming, though. The run-out layup brings Auburn to within 3. And the Auburn faithful starting to feel an upset. A little bit later, Frankie Sullivan drains the 3. We are tied at 60 with just over 8 minutes to go. Auburn was down 19. Well, the Cats rebuild the lead to 4, and Wall adds to it. 6-point lead with a little under 2 minutes to play. But now with 16 seconds left, Auburn still has a chance to tie. No good. DeAndre Liggins with the rebound. That does it. Cats survive again, 72-67. It's the 64th consecutive conference victory for John Calipari going back to his days at Memphis. That ties the national record set by Adolph Rupp. Louisville at 16th ranked Pittsburgh today, where the Cards have won 2 in a row. Patino's club had a 5-point lead with 34 seconds to go, but Pitt buries this 3 to pull within 1 and eventually ties it at 69 to send it to overtime. In OT, former Clark County Cardinal Preston Knowles with the 3 brings Louisville back to within a point. But the Cards missed a chance to tie, and the Panthers win it 82-77. Georgetown College renaming its gym Davis Reed Alumni Gymnasium today in honor of a pair of past longtime Tiger coaches. Bob Davis, who coached Georgetown from 1953 to 1973, and the late Jim Reed, who was the Tigers' head man after that from 1973 to 1996. Campbellsville, the first opponent in the newly named gym, and Justin Vitato gets his Tigers off to a nice start with the 3. Georgetown in transition. Hollis Giles to Vincent Crutcher. Crutcher had 14. Georgetown wins it 64-51. Former coach Bob Davis said it's a great honor to have his name attached to this gym.
I thought at first when they announced it that maybe they thought I was going to die in a little while, because they normally wait till you're dead before they name any place like that. But and it's great to be named with Jim Reed. Jim was one of my top players and was my student assistant and then my assistant, and then took my place and did better than I did.
The EKU Colonels at home tonight against Southeast Missouri State. Josh Taylor had a big night. One of his 5 3-pointers right here. 19 points for Taylor. Justin Stummis going up top to Spencer Perrin. He's undercut on the oop. Score the basket, plus a trip to the line. 8 points, 8 boards for Perrin. Stummis had a personal best, 8 assists. Here's another one. This time right on the money to Josh Daniel. Career high, 16 points for Daniel off the bench. EKU runs its home winning streak to 18 straight. A new school record and the 8th longest active streak in the country. Colonels improved to 6-5 in the OVC with the 79-63 win. The UK women's team is coming off a loss at South Carolina Thursday, but returns to Memorial Coliseum tomorrow, where the Cats have won 11 in a row. Kentucky welcomes Alabama for a 2 o'clock tip-off Sunday. The Cats have won 4 straight over the Tide. Bama enters the game at 0-4 in the conference, while UK looks to even its SEC record to 2-2.
A huge game for us. We need to try to bounce back and get a win against a team that can really give us a lot of problems with their athleticism.
High school hoops, the ST Roach Classic at Dunbar. The Bulldogs taking on Highlands. Bluebirds getting it ahead to Jack Stewart for the easy lay-in. Dogs responding with some nice ball movement of their own. William Gary buries the 3. He had 16 points, but Highlands hands Dunbar an 80-55 loss. A football note, the Bengals' Marvin Lewis has been named Associated Press NFL Coach of the Year today. Despite dealing with the death of receiver Chris Henry, as well as the death of defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer's wife, Cincinnati won just its second division title since 1990, while sweeping the AFC North for the first time in franchise history. Back to Auburn for Miller time. Darius Miller with block shots on back-to-back possessions. Do not bring it inside on Darius Miller. If you do, he'll make it the Jack Kane Ford play of the day.